first of all, when I was evaluating Mabl, at first it was really interesting. It was really exciting because you can pretty much create automated tests just from a recording, like recording your step through a browser. And then I wanted my workflow to be record a list of steps from the browser, then extract those steps into reusable concept called flow, and calling those and building those up as we go along. The problem with Mabl is that when you need to do something more complex, the point, like having to point and click through the UI and not having like code and not having to debugger, it just makes it very frustrating to debug anything. And then it's also very time consuming because everything is like point and click, so pretty much you're manually it's a manual effort. And so I didn't like that, but then my manager told me about Katalon, and so I tried that out and I really liked it. Because it is powerful, the script is powerful, and I can implement the same idea of flow in Katalon and make it robust and make it reusable, and it was really good. And both of those solutions have this thing where you can do your work in a browser, and you can like run from the current state that your browser is in. And so then I thought, because Katalon was really good, but the thing was I recorded the test once and I spent maybe like 98% of my time scripting. So I'm like, well, Playwright popular and it has a code generation, and thanks to my manager for that also, like telling me about that also. So I try out the code gen, but because I had experience with Mabl and because I had experience with Katalon, I'm like, there has to be a way to tell Playwright to reuse the browser, so that I can have the workflow be similar to what Mabl and Katalon does, which is to just be able to fix the code, step through, and then play any code I want, play from any point, any state, as long as you have a persistent browser open. So then I searched about that and I found a solution, and I wanted to share the solution with you. So first, you can right click, go to inspect on Chrome, and there's this new like beta feature recording tab. So I will record it, and then you can pretty much record what you do in here, and then just click. Okay, so then after you do that, you can end recording and you can replay it. And Google this, I think this uses Puppeteer. So what you can do after that, there's this link that I will show you that you can go to Playwright Chrome recorder, and you can download this Chrome recorder and you can export this as Playwright script. So for the import and export, I think it uses JSON. That's the easiest. Like it can import JSON. So how I was thinking about it is, for any bug that come in, I would like the JSON export, and then I can import it on my machine, like that JSON file, and then I can convert it to Playwright test. So let's say you export it that way with text edit, and you can see this is your basically this is your test. Now what I do, the thing that is really cool, in Playwright, test Playwright, I have this command for you. So basically you change the path where the script is, and you run it, and you can see it open up Chromium. So it opened up this Chromium browser for you, and this is a persistent browser, so it can be attached to this browser. And then you can go over here, and you can then copy this, and then you can see I have it attached under debugger spec. I have an attached to persistent browser here, and I have the Playwright plugin from Microsoft entered. So you can right here and then you can then click debug. Like, let's say you want to pause here, you can debug the test, and it will use this open browser. So it goes to Google, and then let's make sure it goes here. So right now you know that it can go to Google, alright, and so this part I would move it then to ongoing code, and then I will then do some Googling. I think this one we can try it this way, and instead of type I'm gonna do fill, and then let's see if the code now works. So then this shows me that the Google recording to Playwright doesn't work too well. You can still it still when you edit and fix the test this way, it's fine. A more sure way of doing it is launching the Playwright code generator. That is having the extension installed and going to testing, and you can record at new or record at cursor. There's also a command line to generate it, npx code gen, and then you can do that, and that one is better without you having to change the locator. So I would this approach is good because anyone can have a Google recording and export it, but the other way is better if you want to generate it yourself. So the selector is probably wrong, so I'll just do this one. So then once we have this, we can even move it to a flow. So from what I saw with Katalon, I think this way works well. So we can do search right here, common flow. if you use the Google Chrome recorder and then convert your script to Playwright, and then that way you can anyone can record the test for you, and then that way recording part of it is done, and all you need to do is the maintenance part of the code where you make it reusable, you use pre-existing flow. Another application that I can see this for is the Chrome recorder is available to pretty much anyone who use Chrome. So you can have, if you have web app, you can have your users, if they run into problem, then they can record a session to you and send it to you. That will help with bug reproducibility. And then if you start adding them to your test repository, your test will grow. Your test repository will grow, and all you need to do is skip the recording part of it, like pretty much translating every test case into automated test, and just focus on the test maintainability aspect of it. Pretty much when you export Playwright, just reuse flows that you have. Parts that doesn't have a flow, you extract it out into a flow, and then parts that need modification, you modify it. And so I think this will help companies to reduce bugs, to write tests faster, and to have more people contribute to the automated testing effort. I hope this helped you. I'm very excited about finding this out, and I'll put the code up, and thank you.